Hello. My name is Geleta, Assistant Professor of Accounting and Finance. In today's time, we're going to give you the highlight related with accounting for public sector and the civil societies related with the new standard. Today, I'm going to give also issues and highlights of the bird eye view related with the new standard, which is international accounting standard number 41, which is accounting for agriculture. Then please, you can contact me through this email, Golo Finance, as well as eFinance 2008 at gmail.com, and by using this phone number, anytime, any questions, I can respond you related to this accounting and finance issues as well as business consultancies. Saying this, let's I start with this new standard what accounting for agriculture says. Especially, it says that agriculture activity under the management of the business enterprise, especially in the way of transforming biological asset for sale into agricultural produce or into agricultural biological assets. And also, what do you mean by agricultural transformation? It comprises about the asset change and also grows in quantity and the quality. Take, for example, a hen going to have maybe egg. That egg is going to be fertilized after maybe staying for 21 days. And then after that, you have get chicken. That chicken is maybe in a quantity after they grow and become time to sale. It's going to be grow in quality. It's a transformation. And then maybe this is a need the management by the business owners related with biological assets. The other one is in degeneration, decreasing quantity or quality related with biological assets. Creation of the new assets, maybe through different issues, and the production, as well as procreation, producing separate living animals. For example, one goat plus one goat gives others goats because biological transformation. That biological transformation is a reproduction of biological asset for the purpose of creating additional biological assets, as you know. Then, in general, agricultural activities are resulted in two types of asset. The first one is biological asset, that is asset as it is, and agricultural produce at the point of harvest. And let's see them, especially these two concepts one by one. The first one is biological assets, especially according to the standard. Biological assets are non-current assets. When you say non-current assets, assets maybe stay more than one physical year, that they are living animal or plant owned by the business, such as sheep, maybe goat, fruit trees, cotton plants, vegetables, papayas, apples, tomatoes. These also are the biological assets. See this papaya, this is in my campus. I manage this one. This maybe grow after managed by different means, drinking water, and also after having a different issues to it to go and they look like this one now. This is what agricultural asset or biological asset. Agricultural produce is the harvested product of biological asset. You're going to harvest. You're going to get a milk from milking the dairy cow, a wool from a sheep. Yeah, you see, a cotton from cotton plant, picked fruit from fruit tree, for example. This papaya is now rich. I wanted to dispatch it from the papaya tree. You see, it is produce, agricultural produce. From this papaya tree, I get the papaya fruits. You see, then the scope of the standard is maybe this is to know or to measure the agricultural activity and also to measure the transformation of agricultural asset in quantity and quality, the scope of the standard. And also biological asset except for beetle plants. Of course, we see that what beetle plants are. Agricultural products at the point of harvest, especially the scope of this standard. The scope of this standard do not and they do not take into consideration issues like what we call beer plants. You can see this tape in my father's tape look like this one. This is most of the time beer plant, which is consumable plants. These are yearly planted plants. Yes, see, corn, you can take the corn, you can take the teff. It is yearly, yes, planted plants and the consumable plants. These are do not under the scope of this international accounting standard number 41. You see, and also the land, for example, on the land there is trees. Land is treated by the other standards. And the land itself is treated under, as you know, PP, maybe under the PP or other standards. But the tree is under this standard to treat it. You see, the objective of this standard is especially to establish standard for agriculture activity. How the standard is established for agriculture activity is objective, and using the net present value to measure agriculture activities are the objective of the standard. The measurement issue, how we measure. As accountants, we must be measured. You may be accountant in agricultural activity which is performed by the business, and how we measure biological asset. It is based on initial recognition at the balance sheet date, do you see? And fair value cost to say, maybe finding the fair values of cost TDS. If no fair value, you maybe see local industry practice, local sync. If no fair value, maybe go to historical cost minus impairment loss or impairment or depreciations or accumulated depreciations. Then agricultural produce at the point of harvest is also measured by fair value less cost to sale, which is known as net realizable value. You see, this less cost to sales most of the time like commission costs. You see, the other issue is after the agricultural assets are or biological assets are harvested. Yes, we get an inventory. You see, previously you see the papaya tree there. From the papaya, I'm going to pick it. You see this or detach or seize this papaya fruit. Now this papaya fruit is now an inventory. And as inventory, it's going to be treated or measured at the standard which is known as International Accounting Standard number 2. See, in such way, each standards are conceptual framework. You are maybe tedious to now each standards, please try to the conceptual framework. Now this papaya fruit is measured by this standard and been sold in the market by cash or on credit and so on. The other is hierarchy related with fair value, as I've said earlier. Having or getting the fair value agricultural statistics. What we do is the price of other assets in the active market are try to see. Also, there is some transaction price of the asset try to see. The market price of similar asset try to see. If the hierarchy, if there is a dilemma related with the arm's length transaction or the fair market value to sell the agricultural asset, see the hierarchy, see the local things. The other research stage in accounting life for biological assets. There is accounting life of biological assets. Maybe start with acquisition of biological assets. After having the biological asset, after having a cow, after having a goat, maybe a puppy, maybe a coffee, there are certain development costs that you incur. Of course, this is standard. Must say something about the costs, whether it is capitalized, whether it's expensive. But the cost is there. Then harvest is there. After harvest, you are going to recognize agricultural produce by maybe fair market value cost to sale. Additional cost to complete the production process. Maybe this is the stage or the life of accounting in the biological assets. Simple illustration. You see, related is agriculture accounting. The first lesson that is salami milk, dairy produce milk for sale to local cheesemakers. These companies produce milk by having a cow, and then sell the milk to local cheesemakers by having 420 milking cows. which is carrying value per 460,000 per. The salary milk company provide the following information. The carrying value at the beginning of January month is 4,600, and the change in fair value due to growth and the price change is $35,000. Decrease in the fair value due to investing to 1,200. Then change in carrying value. You see how this change in carrying value come is then change in the fair value due to invest due to price change in that month is 35,000. During the invest, there is a certain part which is reduced, which is shed maybe while you are milking a milk. Let loose a cow, which is 1,200. The difference, the change in carrying value is 33,800. Then change in value, change in carrying value for this month, January 31, the addition of the change plus the beginning carrying value, you see. So if a Salala milk company makes the following journal entry related with the milk, now you get a milk inventory. This milk inventory is debited by the difference, which is 33,800. And the gain is maybe also credited by 33,800. And also assume this milk inventory is sold by $80,500. What's the journal entry? Now you get cash, you maybe get account receivable that's debited. The milk is sold, there is cost of goods sold. Milk inventory is now sold to the local cheese makers. Now it is going to be reduced from our store, from my house. And then there is sales revenue 80,500. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and share this to get other extra videos which is related by me. Thank you very much.